Hello, beautiful soul family. Welcome to this reading. Hello, awakened wonders. This is the message for you. Trust you have been brought here for this important message that is aligning with your energy. This is for the collective. Thank you for these divine messages. Messages for the collective, current energy, current challenge and lesson. We're going to look into the guidance for the collective. Thank you for these messages. Welcome, everybody. Ooh, that popped out. We have the unicorn, and it popped out right. Look at that, to reveal itself, not hidden anymore. So this is like popping with, I feel like something is popping out of the old, popping with almost like something that has been hidden in the narrative, something that has been possibly you felt that was different and needed to be almost to fit in. It needed to almost be like a part of you that is strayed away, a part of you that maybe even was almost rejected. So this is something very unique about your journey, all right? And it's just all about something that is becoming an awareness that what is unique, what is rare, and what is beautiful but misunderstood, all right? And that uni represents the one. We have that horn, something that represents you in its rarity, something that represents you that really diversifies you from anybody else. And it really does shine this value of authenticity, all right? So, and then we have the lamb. Be soft with yourself. Be soft and gentle. That lamb represents something that is that kind of like that inner child, something that needs to be listened to, something that needs to be really, something that needs to be almost like in the quiet, in the calm. The lamb is that gentle side. So that be gentle with almost like being gentle with the rarest things in life, the rarest forms. There is this innocence, this purity. It's very calm. It's very calm in its presence. I really feel, okay, so there's something that has been with you since you were a child. And I feel like it's something that it is something that was, maybe it could have been almost misrepresented, misunderstood as something stood out different. But the lamb really seeing these bigger ears. So I feel like something that almost was like almost I think of the story of the elephant, Dumbo, and its ears are bigger. And I feel like others, because they stood out, others put a name on it that made shamed of something so different. But yet the beauty about that story was the elephant's ears were, he could fly, right? There was something very unique. And it's almost like opinions and a perspective that if something is different, then that's bad. But yet it's things that are different, like that pearl inside, it's something so rare and unique, others don't understand or don't have. It can almost be like misunderstood where something that others don't have, it can almost be like a judgment of themselves for how they feel inside, and it's almost like it's reflected on the outside world. So almost like something was missed that is meant to almost like seeing the value all along. It was this rarity was a pure form, the purest form of it's represented in the purest form where this needs to almost come to peace, come to light. There's an innocence about the lamb as well. Almost like the lamb is that softened, that quieter voice, the quiet voice that sometimes that quiet voice, it gets spoken over. It kind of gets lost within because it's such a quiet, calm, but it's almost like that innocence about the rarity, the innocence, those innocent parts of ourselves, the vulnerable parts that are so pure that they won't come out, won't be heard. A herd, like the lamb is in a herd. They won't be heard. And they won't yell back, and they won't it's almost like that inner child, that innocence that needs that awareness to allow itself to be free, to have a voice and to speak within the herd, almost like it needs to be listened to a degree. Because in a herd, you could get almost get lost within the herd. It could be like being a black sheep, I feel like, of the family. Someone that maybe stands out, doesn't fit in exactly to the puzzle, and it's outfitted. It's almost like doesn't fit into the herd anymore. So it's almost like taking a lamb and maybe even like a wolf in lamb clothing, dressing up as a lamb to fit in, not to expose what is rare and what is the truth about your authenticity, your authentic journey was to fit into the herd until you realize, you have this realization of truth, realization that reinventing your story, your thoughts, and your perception, that standing out is much better than fitting in. And that you are stronger in who you were originally, who you are originally. Not needing to mask your beauty, not needing to mask the things that are the best about you. Is as you see, being a lamb, dressed up as a lamb, you discovered there's nothing really great about being a lamb. So this came back to the questions of why you wanted to fit in the first place. You outfit, it's like you do not fit in. You have outgrown the suit. You have outgrown pretending to like the person that you become. You discovered when you free yourself, it's like this awareness, it's like the sight all around you. It's almost like bursting the bubble that masked the outside world. And it's like living in a bubble of where space and time was keeping you stuck in a world where you could only see very limited space around you. I was like, when you're wearing that mask, it took away most of your sight from the eye holes, and I feel like it was almost like a suffocating. It's almost like, it reminds me of almost like being in an astronaut suit. And it's like your helmet you have outgrown, your horn. And then you discover that bubble was preventing you from actually seeing where you were all along, was only keeping you small. It was limiting your potential, and it was only keeping you stuck to the herd, stuck to in a space where the walls were built up all around you. It was like popping the bubble. And it's like freeing that limited space that you lived in by the stories by the mindset of that mentality where it's nothing outside of what you're told, nothing outside of what fit in the box. So this is outgrowing that box. it's outgrowing that mindset, and it's finally seeing who you were and finally seeing the world from a different space, a different aspect. And it's like it brings you to a deeper understanding that you were rare, you were meant to grow outside the box, meant to lead where others could not. And I feel like this is you're finally discovering your magic. And I feel like this is a positive influence on others to be who you are. And popping that bubble of that has kept our ideas and kept that limited space for growth, where this vision, this truth and awareness is a unique space where Uranus is that Aquarius energy. And I feel like this is where there is no borders, there is no limited space, and transforming that uniqueness into that superpower that you've had all along. The oyster, look at that, the pearl inside. So that innocent, that uniqueness that always felt different, always felt like outcast, and you always felt like, it's almost like that mischievous energy of always questioning, always in curiosity, and always being kind to the things that are unique, the things that it literally forms your it literally forms your mind on imagination, on the views, the gifts, the beauty of our gifts. The beauty of the gifts is look at this, that we have the Chariot number 7. This is like the moon. All right, so it's like we're discovering the gifts that are almost like that are able to shift into your intuition, into your that space of truth. And it's like you discover the darkest aspects that you decided to hide, the things that maybe shadowed or kind of got left in the dark, but that are always part of us. Those are actually the things that bring out the lightest part of your journey. This brings out almost like that flow of growth, This brings out that nurturing part of, softer part. It's like nurturing those parts that really make you beautiful, that make you different, and make you make your journey available only to you. Like that's why that is that truth that you discover. It's always been a part of you, but this is like understanding how to use this, the influence that it has, the light and the dark aspects. All right, there's always something that had to finish, so something has to come in. And I feel like, so something that happened in the dark, so something happened in to reveal. And I feel like this is where it has became one of your superpowers, that nobody can define your journey. No one can define the unique things about yourself, because that is your superpower. It's your, others will see it as won't see it from the proper way. They'll see it with a mask. They'll see it because it's almost like it's the influence of your inner magic, right? So inner magic is masked, but your intuition holds the key. The beauty and the rarity is the influence. It's the influence that will move you. It will create a stir up, and it'll come in fast. It comes in fast. You can either see it as the good or the bad, but it's up to you to hide it away in an illusion, or when it comes racing in, don't neglect it, but to see it. It wants to be seen, it wants to be heard, and it wants to be flown through you. So jump on for the ride. Don't hide inside. The beauty aspects, the beautiful aspects are the ones that you hold, and you hold at a level that is not rejecting, but lifting, elevating. And there's a message, there's guidance, in every part of the journey, there is something to learn, something to achieve, and there's something to gain, right? So when it comes racing in, your magic, the chariot, to take you on a ride for that inner reflection. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck hiding inside the most beautiful aspects about yourself. It's misunderstood, but it needs to be seen. It needs to be loved. We have the King of Cups and we have Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's something of healing yourself. So this is like the healing, the emotional healing, the flow, that everything has a part. And the influence of this phase is to heal. Your gifts, your rarity, and your beauty will not always be seen. It will not always be understood, but that's okay. That's okay. I feel like those are the things that are the most beautiful of all, are the ones that hide, that don't always get seen, that don't always get praised, but that's a success in the story, in your story, is that you're not here living for anybody else or for anybody else's approval. It's is to get a deeper understanding and to heal and to love the part of yourself that is unique to your soul, unique to you. And when you are rare and you're beautiful, and we all have good and bad representations, but it's to be kind to that goofy, awkward, funny, charming, loving person that you are, all right? You hold the space of the words that you speak to yourself. So be kind. To be kind. Because love conquers all. And all we're all in a journey. We all deserve some more kindness. We all deserve to be kind, even if it's not always given back. That's the journey of the empath. All right. Offering of love. Look at that intuition. Pisces energy coming in, flowing in. So it's not necessarily what you see. It's on the outside. It's going on the inside. And your outer world is not. And the inner world is a reflection of the outer world. Don't let the outer world take over the inner world, because you hold the key to where your journey ends up next. Space is a place that can sometimes hold you back. But just remember, you are the one that takes the next step, the next leap, and changes your perspective. See outside the bubble, see outside of the lines, and color outside the lines, and dance like no one is watching. The devil, letting go of attachments, and we have the Queen of Wands. This is fire. This is your rhythm, your beauty, your shining, your inner world. Your inner world is is a light that never stops burning. And sometimes we lose sight of where we're going. But don't forget to come back to who you are deep down. Don't let the world take you over. Let the beauty of purity, the beauty of letting peace, letting love, and not letting the world break you. All right? Just let it shake you up, and you will conquer all. You be that peaceful warrior. Be the change, higher perspective, Queen of Swords. Be the change that you want. Don't want without being open to free the mind, move past the old narrative, and to don't forget that we don't know it all. It's okay to be the student. It's okay to re-examine, to research, and let your mind be open to ideas you never saw before. It's a tightrope. Only if you're living in a limited mind. So don't live in the past. Don't live in regret. Don't live in what didn't happen. Don't let that be your world. All right, this is like flying new ideas. Use your imagination, be creative, and really break out of what is happening around you and the outside world, and time to rewrite the magic in your inner world. All right, flying high, new ideas. We have the wheel, transformation. This is luck's on your side. Something's coming in that is going beyond what you see. All right, because not always what you see on the outside. On the inside, that's where that beautiful pearl, that precious piece, and where your oyster, where your diamond, where your gems, where treasure truly are within. It's your mind, it's your heart, and it's your energy. Rewriting the journey where you can imagine your life to be. Till next time, bye.